Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to another episode of XCOM 2. So, we got a lot of stuff on the go here. We got a facility for our workshop coming up in 2 days. We got alien debris being cleared, so we can start building some more stuff. We got some tech coming on the way, we got some supply drops on the way. All kinds of good stuff going on here. But, to start off today's episode, we're going to head straight into the Guerrilla Tactics School, because we now have the ability to buy squad size 2. We can now bring 6 people on a battle, which is a huge deal. So we're going to bring that with us, and hopefully everything will go just fine. Also, in a recent update, the game's been changed a little bit, and now when you get the Blade Master skill for your swordsman, they get 10 extra aim with melee weapons, which means they have 100% accuracy, which means my main gripe with them is now significantly less important. So we might be going for a little bit of sword play with our Canadian Ranger we've just created. For now, though, we got a little bit of stuff to do here on the bridge, so let's get down to business. Now you have a service depot here. Members of the Resistance in Western United States have brought us reports of activity we may want to investigate. Not now, though. We know we have a big supply drop coming in 6 days. We're also in the process of building a radio relay in New Arctic. We want to get that finished first, because that'll get us that increased income by the time the actual supply drop happens. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over here and finish building this. It does take a good amount of time for us to actually cross the ocean here. It takes something like 5 hours, 6 hours. So it's not a small thing. Uh-oh. Vigilance is complete. The aliens are on high alert, making it harder for XCOM to catch them unaware. So they have a bigger detection radius now when we're doing a sneaky approach. But I guess we'll just deal with it. Let's spin the radio relay and see what else happens here.
Thanks, Commander. The new workshop will do just fine.
Alright, the workshop's done. Let's take a look. I like how they're just burning armor in the back there. Just burning armor. So, the cool thing about this is that you put engineers in here, and they provide gremlins that can staff the other buildings. Gremlins being the robot drones, of course, not actual goblins. But for now, we don't have to worry too much about this. The main thing we want to do right now is worry about getting our other projects moving. So our alien debris will be cleared out soon, our alien machinery will be cleared out soon. I don't believe we have any engineers who are free now, would have told us in the previous message, because if we did, we could have started clearing out something else or speeding up the process, but no more free engineers. So we'll just wait until these things are done, and then we'll be able to go from there. Once we're eventually able to staff this, it'll save us having to staff all the nearby buildings. For now, we're going to head back to the map, and we'll keep going. We've got no money left, so we can't do anything else now anyway. Might as well get this radio relay built. Alright. We have a radio relay installed in the New Arctic. That means we get a 90 supply income from them, which is pretty great. And now, we got to start working our way down towards here at some point, this alien facility. Have to choose either West Asia or East Asia. East Asia lets us go down into Australia, which could be interesting, because it looks like that's its own continent bonus down there. Come on. Oh, it links actually across over to South America. Interesting. But yeah, it looks like you probably get a continent bonus for Australia, so that might be worth going and investigating. But if we go to West Asia, then we can also make our way into Europe and down into Africa eventually, so I don't know necessarily where we want to go. Although, surprisingly enough, it looks like India here doesn't actually, excuse me, doesn't actually connect with Africa at all. Fair enough. I guess it makes more sense to go West Asia then, because we'll be able to get down into Australia from here eventually anyway. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Well, there's nothing left to do over here, so might as well fly back over to North America. And, we have some intel over here. We already have 97. I think right now we need the supplies. So we'll head over here and start working on the supplies. Hopefully it puts the supply drop somewhere in North America, so we don't have to fly all the way back across the ocean again, just to go pick up our supply drop. But we'll find out when we get there, I suppose. For now, let's just clear our alien debris and get some supplies. There we go. A new room is now available for constructing a facility. Mahmoud Mufadal is now available as well, and we're going to try and build something in here soon if we can. We want to build a proving ground, but we don't have the resources yet, so instead we're going to have him help speed up the process of clearing out this alien machinery. There we go. That should bring it down to only 5 days instead of having it be 10. And back to the globe, because we need to keep spending some time. Right now, there's not a whole lot else we can do.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as...
Alien encryption is done. Let's go check a look at that research. Before we can even begin to attempt decrypting the alien data stores, we must first come to understand the means by which they protect their most valuable data. It was immediately clear that the aliens do not rely solely on conventional algorithms, but instead use a complex matrix of interwoven biological signatures as part of the cipher itself. An additional layer of protection is afforded by an ongoing field of psionic interference tied directly to the Advent network itself. If we're to have any chance of defeating the multiple safeguards the aliens have in place, it's likely we'll need to design specialized equipment to isolate each layer of encryption before we attempt to press on with our investigation. The Shadow Chamber. Let's Dr. Taigen and Chief Shen conduct highly specialized projects to decrypt the aliens' most valuable secrets. We could research psionics here, plated armor, all kinds of autopsies. Most of these are pretty quick. It might be worth doing these just to get them out the way. Yeah, why not? These are really short. I'd like to get some of them done. So let's do a Advent Trooper autopsy.
Limited. I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. To the uninitiated, the common Advent Trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised its most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet.
Interesting.
I certainly admire.
All right then. Well then.
Displayed by our troops in the field.
New objective added.
Now we have to build the Shadow Chamber. We just got all kinds of objectives. Look at this. Construct a proving ground, access the alien network, build the Shadow Chamber. All kinds of things going on. Of course, these are the same, but whatever. You know what I mean. Let's see what happens. See if we can make some more progress here before we get attacked by angry aliens. Or we attack angry aliens, one or the other. That was a fast autopsy. Let's see what they have to say about it. The most public face of Advent security, the standard Advent Trooper serves in a first response role in areas of high public exposure. Although rumors as to their origins have persisted for years, it's only recently that we've confirmed that they are in fact the product of a human-alien hybrid development. My initial autopsy indicates that the troopers were at one time entirely human, implying some means of gradual genetic enhancement without the rejection concerns that would normally plague these experiments. The body itself maintains the general outward appearance of a typical human, with the most crucial changes occurring in the cranial structure. It is my belief that the Advent Troopers receive their orders, that is to say, are controlled, directly through a psionic link engineered as part of the genetic modification process. As we first discovered in the field, the eyes are notably larger, perhaps as an unintended side effect, as they seem to provide only limited improvements to the Troopers' visual acuity. The aliens have managed to disguise this glaring physical trait from the general public through the use of cleverly designed armor. We can now make a battle scanner. I don't know why we can make this now, but we can. So we already have a battle scanner in one of our specialists, but now we can actually make a specific one if we want. We can also make some other fun things here by taking a look at some of our other aliens. And I might do it just because I don't know if any of these guys actually contribute to the tech tree or not. I don't know what we need to do necessarily to advance, although we'll find out in time. But just for fun, I think we might take a look at a couple more of these, at least one or two. So let's take a look at the Muton autopsy. It's 5 days though, it's a long one. Maybe we'll wait a little bit for that. In the meantime, why not we just try something a little bit different? We'll go after psionics instead. We won't be able to use that for a while, because again we have no money, but when we eventually do have money again, we'll be able to put it to good use. Thankfully, there's a supply drop coming in 1 day, so that should give us something. There it is! Incoming resistance communications as well. Why, hello there. Don't feel like talking today, I see. Well, they've got 2 avatar progress and completed 2 dark events, but we stopped a retaliation, completed a guerrilla ops, completed a council mission, contacted a region, lots of 1s, all over the place there, what do you know. Alrighty, we can get Dr. Shannon Cook and Dr. Suresh Bose at the Resistance HQ, and we have a monthly supply of 337 credits, which is pretty sweet. Ooh, look at these things. Oh, that's nasty. Alright, we've received intel regarding the aliens' current activities. We'll get opportunities to try and foil them, and there's one that's hidden now that we won't be able to see unless we actually spend intel to reveal it. But major breakthrough means they get immediately 2 blocks of progress for Avatar, which is pretty nasty. And Advent alloy padding means that a bunch of their soldiers get free armor, which sucks. So none of those are good. We could spend intel to reveal here, and I think I may as well, because we're going to have a little bit of time before we need to get more. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Maybe? No, I'll hold off on it for now, actually. Might change our mind later. Alright. The Resistance has provided us with the location of a hidden resource cache. We can get 337 supplies by investigating there, which we will immediately drop everything to go do. It's way more valuable than this. This is probably like 60 supplies for 6 days, whereas this is 300 and something supplies for 3 days. So, way more valuable to us here. So let's grab some of this and stop. Because now that we have the first chunk of supplies, we actually want to come into our Avenger here and immediately start some constructions. Because otherwise it's going to be a while before we can actually start building them. And we need to get that proving ground going, otherwise the game's going to get real mad at us for not actually accomplishing our tasks here. So, we're going to start building the proving ground up here. There we go. And we're going to assign Mahmoud Mufadal to helping us build that structure. So that should help. Now, in the meantime, we're going to head back to the map and gather the rest of the supply drop. There's another 112, and the final 112 supplies. There's not a whole lot going on right now. We're getting a ton of stuff done here without being attacked, or attacking anybody. Alright. Well, we've got ourselves a bunch more gear, which is great. We're up to 274 supplies again. If we head back into our Avenger, though, there's a bunch of stuff in here that we want to buy, and I don't know what we can afford to buy. If we take a look at engineering, and go to build ourselves some items, I'd love to be able to make ourselves the Gauss rifle, because that would be great. Getting the higher tier sniper rifle is also good. I wouldn't mind getting this fancy-dancy sword upgrade if we are going to be using a sword fighter, although I probably won't be it for now, because it's not a big deal yet. I'd also like to get some more facilities going, because once we have this cleared out, we're going to need to build our radio relays, so we can start making contact with more people. We're going to want to try and clear out some more of these spaces as well, so that we can build things like our shadow chamber that we now need. So there's all kinds of stuff, and we're probably going to want a psionics training room, so we can start getting psi soldiers, because that's pretty cool. There's just a lot of stuff for us to be building right now, and we're very low on funds. If we head back to the Guerrilla Tactics School, is there anything else in here we want to buy? Probably. Cool Under Pressure just gives our specialists 10 more aim, and gives them critical overwatch and reaction shots, which is pretty great. Integrated Warfare means our PCSs are stronger, which is good. There's a lot of stuff we want to buy. I think I might hold on to some of our money for more construction, though, because we're going to have more construction options right away. So let's just spin the globe a little bit more. Let's see what happens here as we pass more time. Oh, look, that intel one is gone. I guess we waited too long for it. Okay, well, we have a little bit of time here. Let's go to the service depot here so you get the rest of the supplies we can grab right now. And we'll see what they give us mission-wise when we next get the opportunity to choose something. Alright, never mind. We got the supplies. We got 54 more supplies here from the service depot. Alright. I guess that's that. Okay. Okay. If we want to decide to reveal this, I can at any time. I don't know if we're going to bother, though. We might just counter the blind event, if it seems like fun. But I have a feeling we're probably going to want to counter that armor event. Probably going to go for one of those, too. What's the other one again? Oh, yeah, the other one was 2 progress to the Avatar project. That also sucks. I don't really know what we want to get rid of here. We'll probably deal with it when we have to choose, rather than choosing now. We could go over to the black market. We have a bit of intel to spend, but we're going to need that as soon as we get our radio towers built. To be fair, though, that's probably not going to be for a little while, so we should have a bit of time to actually not have to worry about that. Thing is, there's not really anything else for us to be doing right now, other than trying to build another radio relay, but that just makes them more expensive in the future, which is not great for us. We can't make contact with anybody else until we get those radio relays. So how about this? Let's go check out the Resistance HQ and see if they have anything interesting for us. It's not going to take very long for us to get there, because we're pretty close.
Welcome, Commander.
But we can take a look at some of the Resistance goods. We can get an engineer here for 190 supplies, or a scientist for 185. That's pretty expensive. That is pretty darn expensive. We could go for rapid construction here. This should gain us more intel while we chill out at the HQ, and this will also give us the ability to speed up the rate at which we complete our construction projects. So that could be fun. You know what? Why not? We haven't done any of these yet. We'll buy rapid construction here. There you go. 25 resources, but it means that while we're spending time here, we gain intel, I believe. Hello, Avatar project initiated. An alien facility has been constructed. Oh, good. Looks like it's right over here, too. They got another Avatar. Oh, another 2 Avatar progress for that. Oh, good. So that one adds 2. That one adds 2. Interesting. So we have to go destroy those to set them back.
Welcome,
Wow. So if we come back here now... No. Okay. It's the same month. We can't change it again. If we spend a bit more time here, clearing out gear... What just happened now? Alright, the Avatar project is progressing very fast. They're already down to 3 bops left. That is not good for us. Okay, alien machinery's been cleared. Good. Now we've gained 50 more supplies, 6 more alien alloys. Let's take a look at the room, because we're probably going to build our relay in here right now. So, let's take a look. The Resistance Comms is 110 supplies. Alright, that's fine. Take 8 days to build. Also well and good. We're going to assign our engineer here, because that should make this take very little time. It only says 6 days now. I guess that already included the time reduction, so the time reductions from having an engineer and the time reductions from being at the base doesn't stack. But, I'm okay with this so far. Surprisingly, nothing has been attacking us yet. And there we go. Here's our guerrilla ops targets. What are we looking at? We can go counter the Hidden Dark event and get 153 supplies. We can go counter the armor event and get a scientist. Or we can go counter the major breakthrough and get some intel. The question here is, do we want a scientist or do we want more money? A scientist wouldn't be bad necessarily, because speeding up our science game will generally help us out. But I'm really tempted to come get these supplies. But the problem is, we know that that event's really bad. It's got to be one or the other. We got to choose either to go get the scientist and try and prevent them from getting extra armor, or head over here. Thing is, the extra armor, we don't know how much armor it is. If it's only 1 extra armor on some soldiers, that's not going to make a huge difference if we're using our heavies a lot of the time anyway. If we're bringing in 2 people with shredder cannons, it's not going to make a big difference. Plus we have 6 soldiers now, which might be all we need. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try this one for now. We're going to go in here, try and get the blind supplies, because that'll let us buy the sniper rifle upgrade. That'll let us make sure we can build more radio relays if we need them. The money is probably pretty beneficial to us here. And hopefully this is a nasty dark event that we're countering. So we're just going to give it a try. I was really hoping they would give us a nice combination of resources on the armor event. But we'll see how this goes. I might regret making this decision, but we'll find out. Okay, so we're going to bring a kind of mixed group here, I think, because we've got some very, very effective soldiers, but we want to make sure that we're bringing in a mixture here. We're not only bringing in our A-team. So let's see who we're going to bring. Right now we have 2 Rangers in this squad. Let's get rid of Lynch. Let's actually bring Wallace in for a mission, just for fun. Mercier... Yeah, you can come on this mission too. I'd like to bring a sniper, and I need to train you up. Otherwise, we're only going to have 1 sniper who can actually fight. And that means we've got 2 assaults, 2 heavies, a specialist, and a sharpshooter. I think that'll do. Let's make sure that they've got the right gear, though. This is going to be a pain, isn't it? Sure is. I gotta remember to make sure people get the right weapons. Oh, that's right. Mercier had the stock sniper rifle. They have different ones. I forgot about that. I thought our snipers were both using the same thing, but they're actually not. Meanwhile, the shard gun looks like we've already got a solid upgraded one there. There's not another one for Wallace yet. I should maybe upgrade more of these. Have I already upgraded the shard gun for you? No, I haven't upgraded your shard gun. I might have to do some of these things later. For now, I'm not going to worry about it, though. We're going to give you our med kit as soon as I remember to make it available. There you go. And I think we'll just go in like this. This seems like a solid setup for me. Let's launch the mission and see how it goes. Hopefully, bringing in an extra soldier will turn the tides in our favor, even if they're not extremely highly trained. Just having an extra body that can take shots and throw grenades should help out. Let's begin the mission and find out, though. A long build-up today.
Rig up some sort of data interception device through an access point on the Advent network running through here. The data is apparently critical to the
Alright, Ghost Point, Toronto. I'm pretty sure that's not a name for an area in Toronto, but I'll just take your word for it. Alright, so we gotta make sure they don't blow us up here. They're gonna be trying to take out our device, and we're gonna have to try and make sure that they don't get to. Hopefully we can manage that here. We'll have to give it our best shot, though, and find out. Got our first 6-person mission. I've been looking forward to this, but of course the aliens keep getting stronger too, so it's not like it's all fun and games. Let's go. I really want to get that upgraded sniper rifle, though. That's pretty far away. On the plus side, we get a stealth entry, but on the downside, they're going to be alerted pretty quick once we start coming in here. Anderson does still have the ability to remain hidden, though, so that should be handy. If I can actually use it properly. Which I haven't done a great job at so far, but that's fine, you know, we'll deal. Let's just send Anderson forward again here, actually.
On my way.
Tell me what you see, Anderson. Right now you see nothing, okay. Are they all shaken? Oh, no, it's the penalty for increased detection, yeah. That's just because we have the wonderful dark event going on right now. I forgot about that already. Alright, well, let's get our team over into a position where they can help. When things inevitably go horribly wrong, as aliens with massive detective radii turn the corner and immediately spot all 6 of us. Helen. I'll stick you here, Helen. And last but not least, it's the Juggernaut. Alright, let's move the Juggernaut over to here for now. Because we got a boogie if we're going to get over and stop them from destroying our device. Hello! They were in a hurry. Wow, that detection radius is huge! They weren't kidding. Alright, thankfully nobody's been shooting at the device yet, which is great. Can I move somebody around the corner over to here? I can. I can move Mackenzie over to here, which is still in cover, which should help. There we go. Because what I want to do is I want to try and take these guys out with Mercier. Can't see the one who's not in cover. Okay. Well, this might be a case for the grenade launcher then. So we take Juggernaut over to the right-hand side here. They can probably grenade launch around the corner and take everything out, as long as they don't walk into this step and count as being detected. No, we're good. So with the grenade launch from here, they can take out both of those guys, so that should help our case. We're going to make sure we don't do anything with Spider for now, just because that will definitely blow our cover. What's the best way to do this? Wallace, you're going to be a swordsman one day, but for now, you're just a regular shotgun-wielding assault. Well, I guess you have the sword, you're just not any good at it yet. Not any better than anybody else. Alright, Mercier, I don't really want to move you, but I do want to move you, because if we don't, it's going to take too long to get over there. And again, it's not that far away. We might be able to manage to get away with it. Let's set up an overwatch, a long watch for you. There you go. And we're going to have Juggernaut drop the grenade. We're going to have Glitch overwatch as well. Juggernaut, let's blow this popsicle stand. Sure, we're going to make a whole bunch of friends here. Alright, and let's do this. Can we take them both out with reaction shots? That's the question. We want to make sure none of these guys live. That's not Mercier's reaction shot, and it's a miss. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Here's Mercier's reaction shot. Good shooting. He's down. So there's one of them left. Unfortunately, it's the commander. Which is not ideal. Nice, we got ourselves a promotion already. Now, we could run up here and try and slash him, but we're not going to be able to get close enough for that. Spider, you could make it over to here, but that's not even a flank shot. There's not a good way to get into position to hit that guy. I was really hoping we'd get that overwatch, but we did not. If we have to gun him down, we have options for that. Oh, I should have given you a movement PCS or something. I bet you there's enemies up on this rooftop, too. There often are on this map. How do we want to handle this? We've got 3 people left with actions, but nobody can get into a solid flanking position against them. I could move into... We might just try and grenade this guy to death. Make things easy on ourselves. I'm not 100% convinced that we have another easy way to actually remove him from the situation. And I don't like moving over here because we're stuck behind this fence and we can't get around the corner. So we're going to try something here that's pretty aggressive and might be a terrible idea. But we're going to move Visser over to here. You can see him. What are your shot odds on him? Only 39%, so we're probably not going to go for that. If I have to waste another grenade on him, it doesn't even guarantee he dies. That's my big concern here. We could go for suppression instead. Since we're flanked, though, he might not actually move. He might just shoot at us. Hopefully the aim penalty would be sufficient enough to prevent him from actually doing anything, but it's not guaranteed. The best move here might just be to run up and stab him with Anderson and hope it doesn't come back and betray us. We could run and gun instead, so I don't have to be quite so exposed, but there's not even really a great piece of cover. I guess this would be the best spot, and then shotgun across to there. That's probably a little bit better because we are not moving quite so far forwards. It's still not great, but I think it'll have to do. I think it's probably our best option without absolutely opening ourselves up for terrible, terrible stuff. So they'll have spotted us. That's fine. Now we take a shot from here. 92% chance. And we missed. Alright, well. So much for 92% chance. Alright, I guess we're going to be going all in on bombs then. Which is pretty huge, because we just wasted our run and gun ability, and now we're going to be throwing grenades at them too, so we're wasting more of our explosives that we could have used on other packs that we hadn't met yet. And it still didn't kill him. That has been 2 rolls of 3 on the grenades, which is pretty unfortunate. And he's still alive, so we're going to have to waste some more firepower on this guy to make sure he dies this turn, because we're not letting him live. And that means that I have to move Wallace into a terrible position so that he can actually hit this guy with a grenade to make sure he doesn't live through the turn. This sucks. We've wasted 3 grenades on this pack, and we spent the run and gun turn, so that was really bad. Alright, we got a snake. Just walked through a glass door. Snake and 2 sectoids, well. And someone's shooting the device, I'm assuming. 5 damage. Well, we got a couple turns for that, but not great. Mercia, you can't see anything, can you? You can see 2 of them. Okay, well that's better than nothing. I was actually expecting that to be much less effective. Juggernaut, if I move you over to here, you should have a solid grenade here. These guys are standing beside highly explosive materials. Hopefully we can get more than one of them in a blast. I don't know how this doesn't hurt the other guy here. Apparently that that gas tank, that literal gas pump, stops explosions from hurting people on the other side of it, which is pretty uncool if you ask me, but I mean, whatever. So, what's the best way for us to do this then? We can grenade out the snake's cover. Grenading out the snake's cover is probably pretty darn important here. If there's not a good way to grenade these two together, then I imagine hitting the snake's cover is important. But I don't know if that thing's even going to go down. It's pretty sturdy looking. I'm not sure if we'll be able to take it out. And unfortunately, Shane is in a terribly useless place this turn. So we're probably going to have to run around with him somewhere. Glitch, you can move over to here, which is pretty good. From here, what can you see? You can see all three of them and an explosive device. What is the explosive device? It is that gas canister. Alright, so we're going to go for the aggressive grenade here first. We're going to try and blow these guys up. This should destroy the explosive device and should cause the other sectoid to get hit too. I'm a little bit uncertain how this is going to work, but I think it's our best shot, so we're going to take it.
Heads down.
Well, pretty much worked as I hoped it would. Immediately vaporized everything in the vicinity. Alright, well, I'll call that a win. Now, if we need to be in this column, we can't get there to take an Overwatch shot. Okay, so Visser, you're going to move over to here. You might flashbang the snake so we don't have to deal with them grabbing anybody this turn if we can't actually kill them. Let's send Wallace around to here so that he can help out next turn, because he's pretty useless where he's standing right now. Alright, now we know that these guys should be exposed here and on fire. Apparently he's still in low cover. Wow, that little pylon survived, eh? Cool. So we could do a combat protocol on the sectoid here to make sure he dies. That's guaranteed damage. If we run into robots later, we might not want to have done that, but I think right now I'm happy with him just being guaranteed dead. The fire might kill him anyway, but I want to be sure that he's dead. So we're just going to kill him with an angry robot attack. There we go. So he's out of the way. We still have Spider, we still have Mercier. Mercier can see both of them. Low odds to hit either of them, though. Spider could move over to a decent position, but there's nowhere great for Spider right now because she can't actually flank any of them. If I move up to here, where is this guy's cover coming from? It's coming from that car that's still intact. So we can't get around the car cover, so it's not probably a great idea to move up too far here. I might do it anyway, though. What's our accuracy on these guys? 45, 34. I don't really know how I want to approach this. We have holo targeting. I think what we're going to do is we're going to suppress the Viper here. So we want to make sure he doesn't get to kill us this turn. We only have a 57% chance to hit him, but I'd rather just take the suppression. Because the added bonus of the suppression is that while he's suppressed, we should be giving him the holo targeting effect. If I understand how this works correctly. So now we should be able to hit him with more accuracy. It's a 54 now to hit him. I don't know if that's what it was before. Yeah, holo targeted, that's the bonus. Good. So we could take this shot with our sniper and see if we can maybe hit him. Or we can try and kill this one with lower odds. Either way, I'd love to remove these guys, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Let's try and go for the kill on the weaker enemy, even though we don't have the bonus from holo targeting, because if we can remove them, it'd be great. We can. They're down. Good shooting, Mercier. Alright, Mercier is doing work here. Our team's having a bit of difficulty, but Mercier is doing work. Let's send Anderson over to here. And from here, if we try and shoot with you, you have a 70% chance to hit them. Good odds to even... No, not good odds. They have 8 health. It's possible you could kill them. Try. Nope, but their cover is gone. So they're not going to be too happy now. I kind of wish that I hadn't spent all those actions now, because they're going to move 100% of the time. And apparently we missed our suppression, which means we're about to get wrecked because they no longer have an aim penalty. Yeah, they're grabbing our assault. Hair trigger free action. Well, that's great. We rolled a random free action there on an action where we didn't actually count as an action. Cool. Okay, well, let's take a look at what else we can do. Shane, can you walk up and shotgun that fool? You should be able to, because they're standing in the space that we were standing in. So if you walk over to here, Shane, you should get a good shotgun shot at him. Ah, perfect. 87% chance. Critical 12 damage. That's what we're talking about. Just guns him off Anderson, no problem. Good shooting, kid. You're gonna get a promotion in no time. Alright, Libedeva, you're gonna move up to here. You're gonna overwatch for me. Thank you. Baller, you're gonna move up to here. You're gonna reload for me. We gotta regroup our team, because, well, we do have to go get to that device. We also have to make sure that our whole team actually gets there. So, Glitch. There's no cover here near you. Can Spider move? Yeah, Spider can move fully, which is surprising. I might move Spider over to here so I can heal them with our support. Glitch, you're gonna move up and heal. Oh, there's a hacking target. What's the hacking target? Oh, it's nothing important. Right now, healing our injured,
Get back in the fight.
injured assault is more important. There we go. 3 HP healed. And Mercier, you need to come get over with the team, please. I kind of want to move you onto this roof, if the game will let me. There we go.
10-4.
Give you a little bit of high ground for your long watches. That should help. And Spider, you're going to overwatch for us. Are they going to come get us, or are they just going to keep shooting the device? Only 3 damage that time. There might be another one shooting now. Nope. There are reinforcements landing right next to us, though. I'm kind of okay with this. Let's send Visser up to here. Hello. You're going to overwatch right there. Juggernaut, I'm actually going to leave you where you are. We're going to bring more of our team into a position where they can absolutely wreck these guys the instant they drop into the battlefield. Overwatch for you. Glitch, you're going to move over as well. You're going to come stand here. You're going to overwatch for me. Mercier, you're going to reload. Oh, hello. You're going to reload. And then you're going to pistol overwatch for me, because as much as I'd like you to overwatch with your fancy pants sniper rifle, I'd also like you to have some ammo. And we're going to bring... I don't know if I can move here safely. We're going to try and move Anderson to here. And overwatch there. Hello, friends! Oh, they brought a mech this time. No, they didn't. Why is that person wearing white armor?
Our resistance contacts had heard rumors Advent might be rolling out a heavy infantry launcher system. Looks pretty
Oh, they're armored guys. Well, it still didn't help them.
I didn't get it.
Alright, that was an armored unit. Okay, it's an advanced officer. And it was an Advent shield bearer. You were really panicking there. Anderson, that was just a cone that melted. You need to scream in panic. It's okay. But yeah, okay, that was interesting. There was a shield bearer, I don't know what they normally do, and there was an advanced officer. Both of them melted their faces off so fast they didn't get a chance to do anything to us, and I'm okay with that. Alright, Spider, I'm gonna move you over... What? What? Oh yeah, you're exposed because your cover melted. I'm gonna move you over to here. That should see inside the building. No! Surprisingly enough, we can't see what was attacking you. Alright, well let's fire the weapon at this guy. Thank you. 10 damage critical, that's what I like to see. And now we're gonna move up the rest of the team. You're out of ammo, but you have a free no actions reload, so that sounds pretty good.
No problem, boss.
Libedeva, you're gonna move up to this car. Shane, I'm gonna dash you over to here for now, actually. There we go. You'll be able to help our other support now. Juggernaut, you're gonna overwatch there. Glitch, you're gonna move up to here and overwatch for me. Is the back of this car bigger cover than the side of this car? It is. That's interesting. I guess the fact that there's open doors there makes it count as less cover or something. That's interesting. Because that part's still high cover. Interesting. Huh. Alright, well let's have you overwatch there. Mercier, you're going to long watch from the back. Baller, you're going to run over to here and overwatch for me.
Come get some.
Nothing happens. Alright then. Let's take a look inside. Juggernaut. I want to move Juggernaut first. Yeah, why not? Juggernaut, come take a look.
Doable.
Still nothing. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that. Glitch, if you move in here, what do you see? We make some noise, they know we're here.
I hope it's
Then move
worth
Anderson
it.
over to here, what does she see?
Objective located.
Now we found the objective.
We've got a line on the target. Move to protect that gear at all costs.
We got advent.
We don't know who else. Oh! Oh, good! We saw them through the wall. That's actually really bad. There was a little window there we could see. Because now I've got to move again with Anderson, which means we don't get an extra chance to deal with these guys. Hang on a second, though. That's a normal trooper with a lot of health. Okay. That's a stun lancer, and that's a snake. That's bad. We're all really flanked right now. So, Visser, you're going to come up and you're going to try and stun the lot of them with a flashbang. You're standing next to a terrible piece of cover, but that's because we're hopefully not going to let them actually take a turn. If I can see with a full area of effect here, can I hit all three of them? Yes, I can. We can flashbang all three of them here, which is great.
Get ready for a surprise.
The area of effect on that thing's enormous, which is wonderful. Alright, so this probably won't make things super easy for us, but it probably will make us not immediately be dead, which is a pretty big deal at the moment. So let's send Shane into here into cover. And then set up an overwatch with him, because that stun lancer is probably still going to try and come get us. If we try and shoot from here, what's our accuracy? Only 24%. Yeah, you're going to overwatch for me. We're going to have Juggernaut actually move in as well, probably. I'm going to move them over to here. Because as decent as a situation as we have there with them being seriously incapacitated, they could still give us some pretty big problems right now. Mercier can see one, but not with good aim, so I'm going to have them long watch as well.
Overwatch.
Since they don't need to move in, it makes sense to not worry too much about it. Do we have anybody with grenades left? Anderson has a grenade. I kind of want to reload Anderson this turn. It's a free reload, so it doesn't matter. What do I do with you now, though, Anderson? You can see both of them. But you can't see the guy with the gun in the back. You're probably pretty safe here. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to stick you in cover 2. Am I? I could move you way over to here. Or, like, right into the corner. I don't know where to put you, Anderson. I don't know where to put you. This is probably the last pack of enemies. But I don't know what to do about them right now. Let's move Anderson over to here.
Is it clear?
And we're going to overwatch with Glitch, despite the fact that they're out in the open. Because we have covering fire there, which should help. Covering fire, please. Apparently that doesn't count for covering fire. I thought that was what it was for, but... maybe I'm wrong. Alright, person coming in. Mercier with the long watch. 6 damage. Mercier is merciless this game. Left him with 1 HP. And here's the Overwatch shot. That's a big miss with the shotgun, but it's a long-range shot, so it wasn't expected to be anything more than that. Woo boy. Good thing you didn't hit the gas. Okay, so they're out of action. So now we need to move in and take them out here. So Wallace, I'm going to have you finish off this Stun Lancer here so we can use our other teammates for more pressing issues. Good shooting though, kid. You're proving yourself here for Canada. Unfortunately, you're out of ammo, which is not wonderful, but we'll deal. That person's still behind cover. We have one grenade left with Anderson. Mercier can see the snake, but not very well. Spider, right now you actually can't get around the building to hit that guy, which is what I wanted you to do, so you might actually wind up throwing the grenade here after all. Can you get a grenade toss over to that corner? You can. I don't know if it'll be enough to blow out the wall completely, but it might be. It's hard to tell if it'll actually be sufficient here. Let's move you up a little bit and give it a try, because right now that's our best shot to being able to completely wipe these guys. So we'll move you over to here.
Alright, I'll go.
As much as I'd love to shotgun with you, Mercier, the 48% chance it just isn't that great when we have an opportunity to potentially blow them up completely. Problem is, that wall does not want to show as red. I don't know if it's going to go, which is bad, because if we use this grenade, we really need it to go. But we'll try and find out, I guess. Good, the wall went. That should mean we have a good opportunity to kill all of these guys. I actually just punched the microphone, so sorry about that. That was probably awful. Alright, Sniper, can you see both of them now? Oh, I hate the line of sight in this game. I could see them before I blew up the wall, but now that the wall's gone, I can no longer see them. Alright. You have the holo targeting, so you're gonna fire first. Please don't miss. No, that's not the thing that I asked you to do.
Enemy is still up.
On the plus side, we holo-targeted them. On the downside, that's a nasty, unfortunate miss. Alright, Mackenzie, move up a little bit. 95% chance to kill him. Do it. Critical. That's more like it. 8 damage. There we go. Now, this guy's a problem over here. Also, the fact that I didn't move here was really dumb. I should have moved out of the really deadly place that I'm standing. Okay. Juggernaut, you have a move left. If I move you forwards, can you see them? If I move you to here, you should be able to.
Whatever you say.
We're going to put you in the line of fire to potentially protect our other heavy here. 78% chance to do solid damage, 40% chance to crit, which should automatically kill them. Just kill them, that'd be great. Yeah! 8 damage. That was low odds. It was a 1 in 3 on the actual hit.
You know that was good. Running dry on
Ooh.
Confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status
Very
confirmed.
nice.
Mission accomplished.
11 dead enemies, 1 wounded soldier because we got snaked, but otherwise Operation Gilded Crown was a success. Whew boy. I'm glad we were able to completely annihilate that new wave of enemies that they were like, oh, look out for these guys. Didn't even get a turn. Okay. Well, that was quite the adventure. Made for a very long episode, though, because of that 20 minutes of base shenanigans at the beginning. I won't complain too much, though. It's nice to be able to make some actual progress on things. Now we should have a ton of money. Hopefully, the dark event that we countered was worth countering. But, we'll see, I guess. We'll see how this plays out for us.
If we keep this up, the aliens don't stand a chance, Commander.
Yeah, promotions. Alright, Wallace, congratulations. You, yourself, get a hidden ability already. Wow. This is what's unfortunate about having already leveled up a bunch of people. They might not get their hidden abilities anymore, but now you're a holo-targeting ranger, which is pretty cool. This is only shotgun shots, though. So, if we're making you a sword master, which we are, because I've already decided that, holo-targeting's not that useful. Man, this game really likes giving me holo-targeting on, like, the wrong people. I've already decided you're a blade master, though, because nobody else can be in our team now. Alright, and you're gonna be our long-range sniper, so you're going to be taking Deadeye here. Small aim penalty for a massive damage boost. I'm into that. And at long range, having lightning hands won't be that useful anyway, because you can't shoot that far with a pistol. Alrighty, well, let's continue here. What do we get? We got a stock and an advanced scope. Ooh, an advanced scope gives you 10 more aim. I like that. I have to put some of those on somebody's gun. Probably a sniper. Probably Mercier. We also got an Advent Officer Corpse, Stun Lancer Corpse, a Sectoid Corpse, a regular Viper Corpse, a Shield Bearer Corpse. I guess this is the new one. I think I read Advent Officer as Advanced Officer. That's not what it was, but the Shield Bearer is new. Very interesting. Alright, well, let's continue. We can now investigate them to see what's going on. Apparently allow us to improve our armor. Fair enough. The Advent Shield Bearers are amongst the most heavily armored of the conventional alien forces. Once we've pulled the suit apart, I'm sure the engineering team will find some means of integrating these improvements into our own armor designs.
Excellent work,
Indeed.
Commander. Your
Oh,
efforts
Viper rounds.
continue to bolster the
Interesting.
resistance movement across the globe.
So, 153 supplies, and apparently now the enemies don't get poisonous bullets. That means that if they manage to hit us, it doesn't poison us for a while after we've been hit, which is probably good, but we don't get hit a lot, so I don't know how that compares to giving them armor, which is going to mean we are going to get hit more, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, come on! Anderson got a little bit wounded, and now they've been shaken, so they have reduced will. Alright, well, either way, this has been another super long episode, so I guess we're going to have to end this here now, so thank you very much for watching, everyone. Come on, Central. Quiet, please.
It's important that the crew knows people out there need us and want us to help turn this thing around. They have to know there's a reason to endure all this.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing a little bit of XCOM 2 here for you. If you enjoyed the episode, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and until next time, bye-bye.